enough people are saying the same exact thing about you, then you do have to muster up the courage to look each one of them in the face and say, y'all don't know what the fuck you talking about, and maybe throw a SMD in there.
That's what the therapist says.
Yo, bro, you straight? Nah, not really. Alright, I was just checking. Alright.
As a fat person, I often dread medical appointments because of blatant medical fat phobia. The last OB appointment I went to, the provider blamed everything on my weight and told me that I needed to go on a medication that made me feel really terrible. This OB appointment that I just went to, I've been dreading, and the provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are. She asked me about my name. She made me feel super comfortable, asked me about my trauma history so that she knew how to touch me in ways that were not harmful. She just was like great. And I was crying before getting my blood drawn because I just never have good experiences with medical providers. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to share.
Anything productive in your life. You're not doing anything productive in society. You are a worthless black spook in America. You serve no purpose, nigga. Go be a sheriff, a cop. Do something with yourself, because you're wasting time, my guy. And it might not be me, but some nigga's gonna get a hold of you. Some nigga in parentheses ain't gonna manhandle the fuck out of you. Or worse. See, if I got a hold of you, I'm gonna try to break some sense into your black, crispy, burnt, moon cricket, roach on the side of the road, burnt to crisp in the sun after I spray Raid all over you, motherfucker. Now somebody else is gonna get you, you fucking crispy ass bullet ant.
If you can literally sit behind a screen and tell someone to kill themselves, you are insane.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy Brown come for you?
Any scumbag, any lowlife, any maggot piece of shit that I put down, I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it.
My wife joined a cult. She moved out in the middle of the night and took the kids. I came back from a trip, expected her to pick me up at the airport. She said, read your email. I'm out of here. She went with the cult leader. And she changed the password on her bank account and stole all the money from the house I bought.
I almost died yesterday.
No way.
I blew both my tires at 405. I was going 70 and some other.
Who's that?
It's my mother.
You have her eyes.
Life as a man is hard, but hard times create strong men. A man must chase pain in order to achieve greatness.
I don't chase, I attract. I deserve everything.
I deserve nothing. Nobody is coming to save me.
I am loved.
Nobody loves me. I don't even like myself.
I'm a strong, independent woman. So here's 12 reps of I don't need a man. I don't need a man.
I need to be a better man. I need to be a better man.
Don't need a man. I deserve a nice matcha.
209. 200. What am I doing? Is that it? Is this the power of my bloodline? My family is counting on me. I must push forward.
Did I even go gym if I didn't take a mirror selfie?
Every time I stop, my enemies get one step closer to the throne. So I cannot give up. I will not accept anything less than Emperor!
That was such a good workout.
What a shit workout. No cheat meal this week.
Take a guess.
33.
No, 29. I look young as fuck though.
Are you single?
Of course.
How much would you say you make annually?
Annually? Non-shit, dude. I do sports betting. So it's a hit and miss, you know.
Do you feel like where you stand right now, it's enough money to satisfy most women in modern day?
No, but I'll tell you this. I'm not trying to satisfy any woman. I'm trying to satisfy myself.
So it's better to be single for you?
For me, yes. But a lot of men, a lot of women, girls, guys don't want to be lonely. I am willing to be lonely to learn a lot about myself. One of my roommates, she's a girl. She does not want to be by herself. Every time she's single, the first thing she fucking does is hop into some sort of fucking relationship that's toxic. Period.
So why do you think most women aren't comfortable with being alone?
As men, we gotta face our fucking fears. If I was a hot girl, I don't have to be nobody. I don't have to work on myself. I don't gotta do shit. I show up to the club pretty as fuck. I bang any fucking high status dude there is out there. Now, as a man, I gotta show up and what? As a man, what do? We gotta be a real fucking man. We gotta put in the fucking work. You gotta stand out. How hard is it to stand out with a man like you and a man like me? It's very fucking hard.
100 women and 10 men on a deserted island, and in 100 years you'll have a thriving community of men, women, boys and girls. Now put 100 trans women and 10 men on a deserted island. In 100 years you will find the skeletons of 110 men. Let me break it down. In a world of confusion, ask yourself the critical question. If everyone was to live like this, will mankind continue to exist? If the answer is no, then this way of living is not suitable for mankind. It really is that simple. And don't let anyone fool you into thinking otherwise.
This is the stupidest piece of advice on the internet there is multiple streams of income. I am telling you, that is the dumbest thing on the internet. Nobody who got rich from multiple streams of income. Nobody. The world's wealthiest people got wealthy from one freaking amazing stream of income.
That's good.
The way you get rich is through doing one thing really, really well. Then once you break through the wall, you diversify and you put your money to work for you where your money creates money. That's once you've broken through the wall.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Because
you've been disrespected, how do you deal with that?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it back. What have you done to let people think that they can do that to you? That's the first thing I'm going to say. What standards have you created or what things have you set up to let people think I don't have to deliver on time. I can't be disrespectful. I can't show up late for work. That's the first thing I'm going to say.
So I would hazard a guess that I in the past set a standard for this.
Right.
Or in some way that I showed up in the past.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. What is there something I have done to create an environment where a person thinks that it is okay to do these things? That's first.
Why do you go to I?
Because I'm the one who sets the tone. I just interviewed a former chief of station, John Franchi. He's former CIA. And he managed a lot of people and a lot of strong personalities, because you got officers and all these different people. And he said to me, you know what I learned? He said, it is easier to have boundaries and be a little bit more sturdy and more authoritative in the beginning and then pull back than to be everybody's friend and then try to put those boundaries in place. The latter doesn't work. He's like, you do the first, you let people know what you expect of them, and then you can pull back a little bit. But you always have to toe that line. So that's what I'm going to say first. And he's right. What tone have I set in the environment that I'm working that people think it's okay to do these things? That's one. Now, let's say sometimes I have an outlier. I have a person who does these things. As soon as it happens, you have to address it. What people do is they don't address things. They let it go. It's small. And then it happens again. It's small. Then again. And then we become resentful. We become pissed. Why does this person keep doing it? Why don't they self-correct? Again, it goes back to me. Why haven't I addressed it? People are afraid of conflict. Conflict can be done in a great way. You have to think of it as like I'm competing. I can speak to you, not raise my voice, not make it ugly, and debate something with you.
If a single woman who lives at home and 30 intruders come in.
30? 30 dudes. Bro, who is your ops? What are you gonna say? As a man, I was supposed to protect you? Bro, what am I supposed to do? 30 people is a small army. 30 people are looking for you. You probably did what they're accusing you of doing. If 30 people pull up at the door and ask where you are, I'm giving them your name, surname, social security. I feel like if you get to this point, so ingrained into your mind that you're supposed to expect a threat, that you don't even know what the threat is anymore. You actually have to be a national threat. At that point, I'm turning you in for my safety.
I have a soft spot for homeless people.
I do.
How come?
So one day, and this is another reason why I don't complain, playing against the New York Knicks, have a terrible game. So my father calls, bring your tail home. So I come home, we land late. Be here tomorrow at 0500 a.m. Like, what? You heard what I said? Yes, sir. So I'll go home, wake up 5 a.m. We get in the car, we're driving. And if my father don't speak, you don't speak. You don't speak until you're spoken to, ever. So I said something, and he's like, what? So now he's upset. Well, you couldn't handle the pressure? I couldn't handle the pressure. And so now he's very upset. We ride and we, under this bridge, it's a homeless family. And he's sitting, he turns the light off, and they're sleeping in a little tent. And we just sitting and waiting. 5:36. About 6:30, the guy comes out. And my father said, that's pressure. And then the wife comes out, and then the two babies come out. He said, pressure is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. I'm tired of you rich, spoiled athletes not performing to your level and then saying you can't handle the pressure. You don't know what pressure is. You still get paid after a bad game. It's not pressure, this is pressure.
I'm to the point now where I don't think I fought for the country. I fought for some politician's view on something. And I remember one dude in particular that I killed. Like, I shot his buddy, and then I came through his room. I killed him in front of his wife in a bedroom because he went for a gun. And I think about him now, and it's like, all right, why did I kill that guy? Well, because he went for a gun. Okay, but why did he go for a gun? Well, because I was in his fucking room at 2 a.m. Well, why was I in his room at 2 a.m? Well, because George fucking Bush was pissed that Saddam Hussein allegedly wanted to kill his dad, so we invaded. And then I start to think, was this guy funny? What if I met him in Paris over a coffee? Would we have actually liked each other and I just kill him because a politician sent us here for weapons of mass destruction that didn't exist?
I've only been with one woman my entire life. You still with it? Yes. Loyal to one woman for the rest of my life.
She was with me when I had nothing. She would drive me to work. I had no car. She valued me when I was poor and insignificant. And now that I've achieved some sort of success, it's only fair that I bring her along for the journey.
How does she handle all the travels?
We've been able to build a relationship based on deep understanding that you have to sacrifice certain things in order to have other things in life. In our relationship, communication is the key to success. And it's also understanding that you can't have everything in life. You can't be out here on the couch cuddling, watching Netflix all day and simultaneously run a multi-million-dollar business and travel the world. You only have X amount of time and energy in the day. People go on dates. Okay, what do you get from it? Okay, you get some pussy? Okay, you get some exhilarating fun? Perfect. You also ruin some people's lives in the process. But what are you getting from that? Every time you sleep with a woman, you taint her and she taints you, whether you like it or not. Okay, there might be some people have different philosophies. You can go pick up chicks. People can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I honestly don't care. But I also know the level of distraction and the amount of effort that is required to be in that scene, to be doing those things. Everybody wants to live in the fucking and eating state. Those are the two most primal states that you can be in. There's more to life. The problem isn't the dating. The problem isn't the woman. Maybe the problem is you. Maybe you're in a situation where you can't handle a relationship. Maybe you're in a situation where you need to focus on yourself. So it all comes down to priorities. It's not whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's what is it that you're trying to accomplish in life? What is your plan? Is a woman, as beautiful as they are, as fun as it is to have them around, is that on your list of priorities as a man? Or are there things that top that list of priorities that are more important? People get into relationships and they assume that they have to be with somebody the entire day. Dude, I travel 4, 5, 6 months out of the year by myself. Do my own thing.
You found someone who is
stable, brother, because you set the parameters ahead of any sort of interaction and relationship, setting the boundaries, letting people know, hey,
this is my life. This is what I do.
Welcome on board. And if you're not on board, sorry.